Hola, voy a seguir jugando a Wuthering Waves o Wuthering Waves. Así que vamos a empezar. A ver.
Over here. Been waiting for ya. I thought Yang Yang said you had a super cool little buddy to show us. Where is it?
I don't know.
Didn't you pop out of your tacit mark? Smells good. So, is this how it first showed up when you guys were in the Northel Barrens?
Yes, back then as I fought off those tacit discords, a burst of energy erupted from that statue. Two forces clashed and collided, and later, one of them emerged victorious, vanquishing the other in a violent clash. General GN and Rover later told me it was this little thing coming out of Rover's body. It was blocking or even consuming the overflow of Threnodian power. It reminded me of how Rover once absorbed frequency energy with her body in a similar fashion. So, we took her to the academy for a checkup with Baiju. Apparently, this little one is what we had detected before. It's a speculated space or organism hidden inside your body. Now, it shares similar frequencies with tacit discords reverber. In other words, it's your own echo, captured or absorbed at some point. That's why Baiju couldn't confirm just how you absorbed that echo back then. Was it you? Was it the little one? Or Baiju discovered more after analyzing your spectrums? She found a new power source within you, similar to the crownless, but even stronger. This power comes from the tacit discord you defeated in Northel Barrens. So, the excess energy this little thing had consumed somehow ended up in your body, available at your disposal. To put it simply, you are connected. While you are two separate individuals, your energies and vitals can affect each other, for better or for worse. The bond between you and this creature is symbiotic. As it strengthens, so do you. However, if one is harmed, the other suffers. Fortunately, since it can't ever leave your side, it's not an easy target for attackers. And if they do strike, it can seek shelter inside your body for safety. Okay, now that's pretty much it. Baiju was going to explain it to you herself, but she has to go check on a newly appeared sonorosphere in Jiaozhou.
Wait. This is too much information for me to process. Let me get this straight. So, it helped Rover fight off the Threnodians? Seriously? A teeny tiny thing could do that? Seems unlikely. Don't look down on me. You'll regret it when you learn what I'm capable of. That poker-faced researcher was absolutely shocked when she examined me. Said I'm not just any echo. I'm a super-duper cool one. Rarest of them all. Yeah, no way Baija talks like that. She's more of a data-dumb kind of person. Super-duper cool? Nah, too extra for her. Seems like you're trying to boost your ego a bit.
Oh, actually, while those aren't Baiju's exact words, that is what she meant. She mentioned highly intelligent echoes that connect on their own in other countries. Said they are involved in every aspect of human life with unique abilities beyond our imagination. Those echoes are rare, though. Neither I nor Baiju, an eco acoustics expert.
Yeah, they makes sense. Now we just gotta figure out where it came from. Who knows? We may find other cool echoes in that place. So, do you know where exactly she absorbed you? Huh? How am I supposed to know? Why don't you just ask her? Yeah, it happened before she lost all memory, so we have to ask you.
But even if echoes can have memories, they probably wouldn't remember things earlier than their
Bueno,
first
aunque los ecos
memorization.
tengan, no tengas.
I wonder if that's the case
Ahí veo
with
yo un
this
fallo
one.
como en lo de guay que era con Y.
Aha! Finally, someone with common sense. That green-haired, serious guy asked me a similar question. Sorry to disappoint, but I really don't remember anything before I showed up. Maybe I was just sleeping inside her this whole time. So of course I don't. Sleeping? Seriously? It's been so long. All those happenings, all that fighting, and you didn't hear anything? Well, that's... so you've got privacy to be respected. Don't worry. Your body's sound insulation is amazing. Dive into it, and everything goes quiet. The only problem is, I never know when I'll wake up again. And when I do wake up, I get tired, hungry, fast. So I have to crawl back in for more rest. I know. It's all because I'm not eating enough.
That's why you kept disappearing. You went back to sleep from lack of energy. Makes sense. Regular echoes need to be powered by the terminal, too.
I thought you'd be really different from the usual ones we see. Turns out you share a lot in common. So you probably don't know your denomination or nickname. Denomination? What's that?
Eso también me lo pregunto yo, ¿qué es
These
eso?
are terms for special echoes, like names for humans. They're named based on their characteristics, abilities, and places of origin.
My denomination. I don't know. Do I not have a name at all? What? No, wait. That's not fair. If all the special echoes have names, how can I not have one? I don't want to be called the little one all the time. It doesn't sound cool at all. How about this?
A ver, ahora no
You
puedo
help me
estudiar
come up with
lo de
a
guay.
name, and I will let you have some of the food. There's nothing left. Next time, I'll definitely say some for you. Just give me a name. A name? Now? Yes, I want it now. Look, your name's Tisha, your name's Yang Yang, and you... that sounds interesting. Wait, didn't you forget everything? How do you still remember?
With your old name and memories all gone, it's a good idea to go with a new one. It makes everything more convenient and represents a fresh start.
Yeah, exactly like she said. Every one of you has a name, and I want one for myself too. I just want a name that sounds a little cool, a little special, epic, and super smoking. That's true. Let's see. You want a cool one? What about Echo the Invincible? What do you say? Nah, nuh-uh, absolutely no. That's too straightforward. It's no better than calling me the little one. Hey, it makes every difference in the world. I am Echo the Invincible. That's what a hero play character would say as their transformation call. Or maybe since you can fly and you've got those long ears, why don't you call yourself Righteous Raptor or Valor Hawk? Flying Fury? No, absolutely no. Why do they all sound so cringy? Why? I love it when people call me the Chinjo Speedster. Doesn't that sound awesome? Sure, if you say so. Anyway, they all sound like anything but my name. Absolutely no.
Vamos a hacerlo más fácil, porque no te llamas Abby y punto.
Aha! I knew Rover would come up with a good... Wait, why does it sound so random? You didn't just pick two random syllables, did you?
Ahí pone, ¿qué tiene de malo? Las cosas sencillas son... Ah, sí, está bien puesto. No. Tiene que poner, ¿qué tiene de malo? Las cosas sencillas son las mejores. Le pone mejoras.
I mean, yeah, it's simple, easy to remember. I can imagine myself yelling it out loud, and at least it sounds better than Cheetah's cringy titles. But you know, it doesn't quite feel
Why is it suddenly so quiet? Is it not happy with the name? Why though?
Abby, Abra, Braxis? What's wrong? What are you muttering about? Abra? What? Sounds like you're reading a spell. I don't know, but I just have this feeling that this is what my name should be. Okay, ready? Abby. I like the sound of that. That's my name. Of course I like it. You came up with it for me. I was just trying to get used to it, that's all. My name is Abby. You will not call me the little one again. Sure, we won't. Got it. Well, that didn't work out. I was hoping we could get some answers from
Le iba a
Abby.
decir, tenemos otra vez pequeñaja.
But now we're back at square one.
Le iba otra vez a llamar pequeñaja,
I really thought we could figure out where Abby came from. It might not lead us to other special echoes, but it's at least a starting point to uncover Rover's past. Then we'll have something to do before asking Madam Magistrate and our Sentinel about it again.
Maybe we can start with Abby's special abilities instead. Each special echo has a unique ability. We can compare what Abby does with our records of other echoes to see where they came from.
Why do you sound so unsure? Didn't you see it all with your own eyes? Abby, can you show us again? I'm super curious how you did that. Who knows? We might learn something. Well, since you asked, I'll show you how it's done. But this place is too crowded. Let's move to that open spot over there. All eyes on me.
No, te falta práctica, Abby.
What's going on? I'll try again, just you see. What? Did something happen? Just a little slip, that's all. I can do it. You gotta trust me. Back then, I just stood in front of her, and that big bad Grenodian monster thing just left. So, you didn't really do anything? Huh? No, I definitely did something.
Yo creo que se lo comió. O algo.
Like I said, I
Tu
was
poder.
asleep, and then all of a sudden, I smelled something really yummy, coming closer and closer. It was like nothing I ever smelled before. I didn't have time to think. I just had to show up and reach out for it.
So maybe Abby's power activates automatically under certain circumstances. Perhaps Abby can't control it yet.
Yeah, it looks that way. You can't even hold your shape for very long yet. Hey! Stop looking down on me. Like I said, it was just a little slip. Really. But I think about it, I just stood there and did nothing and ended up beating a Threnodian. Imagine what I could do if I actually tried. Hey, Rover, get behind me next time we run into anything, okay? I'll keep it safe. Promise. You're so real for that, Abby. You bet. I said I'm super strong. I'll protect her.
That's very reassuring to hear. But it seems we're stuck again. I can't think of... Where did you absorb Abby? What are Abby's powers? And what exactly happened between you two? There's so many questions we can't figure out yet. Our Sentinel Joy can look into the future. Nothing ever deviates from its predictions. It has already sort of guided you to the Norfolk Barrens through Madam Magistrate's messages, right? Now that the Threnodian crisis is over, perhaps you can consult our Magistrate and our Sentinel again. I'm sure they can offer you some more useful guidance.
Relax. You have me now, remember? Meeting up with that Jinshi person, getting her memories back. I've got you. Speaking of that, so this Sentinel can predict the future? That sounds cool. The name Jue sounds pretty cool too. It's almost as cool as mine. What does it look like? Where is it? Since we're paying it a visit, this Sentinel should treat us with food, right? Our Sentinel protects every one of us. Of course it's cool. But why are you talking about food again? Didn't you just stuff your face? What? Is your stomach a black hole? I can't help it. I'm always starving.
Varios días después.
Rover, did you hear that? My stomach is growling. I'm so hungry. How about we go to that place we went to last time? With Yang Yang and Shisha. I love their food so much.
Espero que no seas como Paimon. Abby, hija.
Yummy. of you. Aren't you gonna try any? Well, if you're not interested, I'll gobble it all up. You've been absent-minded the whole day. Still bothered by that dream from last night? Wait, so you had a dream about the Sentinel? Like the one from your flashback when we saw the Sentinels? Hang on, so let me get this straight. The Sentinel swooshed you off to a map, and then there were all these bad things going on with lots and lots of tacit discords. But the Sentinel saved the day. How exactly did it protect everyone again?
Yeah. The time in the mountains seemed to have slowed down from the outside, away from the tacit discords. The Sentinel must have created a barrier by manipulating the flow of time, keeping those monsters out. It was a safe haven from all the disturbances caused by the tacit discords, where people lived peacefully. Also, in my dream, I wasn't affected by the slowed time and could freely move in and out of the barrier.
It's no shock that you have awesome powers, being friends with me. What was that place you dreamed about called?
I'm not entirely sure I heard it correctly, but in my dream, the Sentinel mentioned a place called Mount Firmament.
Mount Firmament? Never heard of it.
You've never heard of Mount Firmament? I'm sure you're not from around here.
Huh? Hold on! Did you just say Mount Firmament?
Oh my! Did that echo just talk?
Come on, man, relax. You don't hear an echo talking every day, but it's not that uncommon either. I heard there's a country called Rhinus, but anyway, the echoes there are next level. Oh, you're not from around here? Well, that explains why you don't know about Mount Firmament. Legends say Mount Firmament is where the first people of Jinzhou lived. It looks like a giant statue of our Sentinel Zhuang. I've never actually heard of anyone going to that place. They say those who try either get lost in the sea mist, or if you're curious, just head southeast. Mount Firmament is on the east side of Whining Ix's mine.
The southeast. The past few days, especially this morning, I caught this unique smell from the southeast. From that mountain they just mentioned. It's like a strong energy pulsing through the air. I can't quite put my finger on it. It feels kind of weird, though. Doesn't smell natural. Could it have anything to do with what you said? A place where time passes slowly? Do you want to go check it out?
I had a flashback about seeing their Sentinel. Perhaps that happened on Mount Firmament. I can feel an unknown force guiding me, urging me to go. Jinxie said she'll go search for the Sentinel and update me on its whereabouts. But so far, I have not heard anything from the City Hall yet.
Then shall we go check it out together? It feels really suspicious.
Abby, are you getting sleepy again?
Let me take a quick nap, all right? I've got keen ears. If anything goes down, just give me a holler and I'll be up in a jiffy.
No te duermas.
I swear.
Prohibido dormirse.
Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Un momentito, voy a... A ver, momento.
I repair and make tacit. A resonator's life is crucial, but their weapon comes close. Pick a reliable one in my place. How about it? Feeling?
Let me be there for everyone.
Perfect weather for a walk today. Maybe not. Another day, another heroic me.
No, Rush. I should try to smile more, you say? Like this? Why hesitate if you know what you...
Let's reach farther destinations together.
Ahora ya el ayuntamiento.
Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
A ver. A ver qué ocurre aquí.
Greetings, Rover. What can I help you with today? I regret to inform you that Madam Magistrate is not in the City Hall. She has left for Mount Firmament. In fact, we have not heard back from her for days. Unfortunately, no. Please keep this confidential. The situation in Jingzhou is still unstable. After when we captured Scar, he claimed that the Praxidus had imprisoned our Sentinel. It was around the same time that Madam Magistrate lost track of Sentinel Jue. If our Sentinel is truly in danger, or if someone with malicious intent obtains this information, the potential consequences could be as catastrophic as the previous Threnodian invasion. In order to investigate the Sentinel's whereabouts, Madam Magistrate has left for Mount Firmament. Madam Magistrate traveled to Mount Firmament alone. The looming threat of the Threnodian discouraged any additional diversion of human resources. Furthermore, when it comes to the Sentinel, force is not a viable solution. Madam Magistrate trusts you. It is beyond my authorization to met. However, the landscape around Mount Firmament is complex. One must be accompanied by a special wayfinder to navigate. Currently, she's likely at the ferry terminal in Whiny Ix's mire. I'll reach out to her. To learn more about Mount Firmament, you can meet her at the ferry. I lack the same level of understanding of the situation there as she does. I trust Madam Magistrate's decisions. I will do my utmost to handle the public matters on her behalf while she is away. This worry about her safety won't leave me. In her last video message, I could tell she seemed weaker than usual, despite her efforts to maintain composure. Madam Magistrate's situation might not be optimistic. Rover, Mount Firmament is a dangerous place. Please take care. I've sent the coordinates to your terminal. Thank you for your kind help. I pray you will both...
I'm here. Hey, did you notice how the mountain has a strangely pleasant smell? It doesn't look edible, though. Not that I'm hungry or anything. I just tend to doze off easily. Feels like my body can only process what I consume while asleep. And don't worry, if there's any danger coming your way, I'll wake up like clockwork, just like last time. Well, unless there's nothing that can even remotely challenge you. In that case, I'd probably... Wait.
Let's head to the ferry.
Let me be there for everyone.
Perfect weather for a walk today. Maybe not.
here by the rain? No need for thanks. We're about to embark on a journey together. No. I am Chun-Li, your wayfinder. Don't worry, the rain won't last much longer. Our destination lies just beyond me. Rover, what do you know about Mount Firmament? There is a certain folk tale. Have you heard of it? While hiking in the mountains, a woodcutter came upon two people playing Weiqi. Upon his return home, he found a world That mountain was a secret realm where time worked differently. Mount Firmament is such a place. But unlike this folktale, there is a price to pay for entering and exiting its grounds. If I spend a full day in the mountains, 10 days will be taken off my lifespan upon my leaving. Not to mention the situation. The strange time patterns of Mount Firmament are tied to the Sentinel's temporal mandate. If the Fraxidus really has imprisoned our Sentinel, causing it to lose control of its powers, that could explain the temporal disruptions. Which means Mount Firmament is basically a dead end, with no way out. Lifespan is not the top of my concerns. If you've decided to venture there, Jinshi has stayed on Mount Firmament for too long. She doesn't miss a thing, does she? Before Jinshi left for Mount Firmament, scales began appearing on her body, and her resonance ability was weak. Those signs pointed to a dire situation for the Sentinel as well. That's why I must lead you there. You might have the key to solving our dilemma. You're here because I invited you. Senhua was instructed to disclose my whereabouts if you ever went to City Hall and asked about Jinshi. It's no surprise that you went to City Hall for answers, considering your memory loss. I need to tell you the truth, because you've been the top priority. That overseer tried everything to sway you and make you join their side before our battle with the reviving throne. It's a clear sign that your involvement could disrupt their plans, especially at Mount Firmament. Records at the Grand Library tell a tale of someone who dared to enter Mount Firmament after the Sentinel's descent, and they were also said to have stood alongside the Sentinel. And here before me stands someone who bears an uncanny resemblance to that very individual. Is it you? If not you, who else could it be? It took me some effort to find you. Rover, the journey ahead is filled with danger at every turn. Once we venture into the mountains, as your wayfinder, I'll lead you to your destination. What you do after that is entirely. The rain is subsiding, and the sky will soon clear. It's time for us to head out. We're at the base of Mount Firmament, but we won't enter the temporal barrier until we cross the luminous shore. Shall we? The storm is coming. Some people must be itching to pounce. The bridge has broken. Judging by its design and intricate details, it must be a creation of the court of Savante. This is what they call a chronosorter. It mimics the Sentinel's temporal mandate, able to reverse small-scale events and restore. My master once told me about the court of Savante and their fearless quest. Their dedication bore fruit in the form, but it doesn't add up. Why hasn't this brilliant invention spread beyond Mount Firmament? This chronosorter was built beyond the temporal barrier. But even if they died, there are countless other CSC members who could replicate it. Do these chronosorters stop functioning once they are removed from Mount Firmament? This chronosorter, weathered though it may appear, let's... increasing lifespan? For those fanatics, nothing mattered more than the truth. To live every moment with overwhelming passion. How many can claim such a... Rover, it's the fraction.
None shall whisper. Leave it to me.
Hopefully this helps. Keep it together. Fraxis. It's them again. They've set traps all around the luminous shore. They must have anticipated.
The entrance is sealed.
It's the photon barrier. Another specific steps must be followed to undo the barrier. Well,
Ataques a
use
distancia.
long-range weapons on the photon bolts to cut off its energy. Once we reach the cave's end, we'll enter the domain of Mount Firmament. Proceed with caution. So it can't hurt me.
Uy, qué bonito.
Time on Mount
A Changle le pasa largo.
must simply flow slower than in the outside world. Visitors were safe as long as they remained within the temporal barrier. But what we're seeing now is different. The flow of time has gone haywire. This is what we call temporal disruptions. What was once slow and steady has become chaotic and turbulent. Some areas are frozen in time. No one knows how much they'll age after leaving Mount Firmament. Leaving Mount Firmament could turn any mortal to dust in just a moment. Such is the power of time within its walls. in the temporal disruption. So, it looks like the Fraxidus did manage to capture our sentinel. I had wished that my theories would turn out wrong. As expected, my terminal isn't working. We can't reach Jinshi. The temporal disruption is preventing it from We can't waste a moment. Jinshi's fate isn't the only one at stake. All the inhabitants of Mount Firmament are in danger. We need to hurry to Hongjian, a town nestled at the heart of Mount Firmament. Jinshi would likely pass through there on her search for the Sentinel.
The temporal disruptions have spared nothing on our way here. Chun-Li, does that mean you're in danger too?
So far, nothing feels out of the ordinary. It seems the Sentinel contained the situation before being fully trapped. I don't know how long this stability will hold. If I go down, please, don't worry about me. You need only focus on what you have to do. What's the matter? You dreamed of Hongjian? It sounds like you did dream of this place. What you just described closely aligns with the accounts documented in our Grand Library. Over a century ago, a vast horde of tacit discords invaded Arlong. Hongjian suffered greatly during that onslaught. Thankfully, the Sentinel descended, manipulating time to erect a protective barrier, keeping those monsters at bay. Rover, perhaps that dream is me? It could be a glimpse into your own past, and a guiding light for the future. Hongjian is a pivotal location, linking various parts of Mount Firmament. With the Fraxidus now targeting us, they'll seize any opportunity to intersect our path. But every trap has its weak points. Someone has used their resonance ability here, but it feels different from the Fraxidus aggression. It's Jinshi, and it seems like she used it in a dire situation. Could it be related to the people of Hongjian? The traces lead deeper into the heart of Hongjian. Let's keep moving. Don't let your guard down.
traces. Someone fought here against those Fraxidus.
Must be Jinshi. The trails led to this location. Using her resonance ability too much would only, but she must have had a reason. Was she helping the people of Hongjian find refuge?
Chun-Li, there are traces here.
They're pointing north. Let's proceed in that direction.
The traces disappeared by the pond.
The vase on the stone table seems rather peculiar.
There's something behind the waterfall.
Vámonos. Corre.
Let's go take a look.
Another photon barrier.
3 photon vaults to break. Will they use ranged attacks?
You two, halt.
Hold on.
Lady Xingyi,
Relax, they are honored guests. No need to be tense. In a single day, we've greeted both the Magistrate of Jinzhou and her trusted counselor in Hongjian. I can only assume something significant happened. It's been a while, Chun-Li.
I heard you stepped down from your position and moved to the countryside. And now here we are, meeting again after all this time.
For years, I lived secluded, no longer concerning myself with the matters. But the current situation in Jinzhou is volatile. It has reunited us in an unpredictable moment. And you, young lady, what shall I call you? My name is Xingyi. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Please follow me this way. It's not safe to talk here. I believe you're here for Magistrate Jin Shi. The magistrate left Hongzhen about 15 minutes ago. She should be at the Truth Seeker's Pass now. That's what they call it in Hongzhen. You might know it better as the ruins of the Court of Savante facility.
Lady Xinyi, please elaborate.
Madam Magistrate, are you...
I'm fine. How's the situation? Have we evacuated all the civilians?
Yes. Remaining civilians have been counted and escorted to safety.
Good. These hidden chambers should provide some much-needed shelter for them to rest a little. Despite being the Sentinel's appointed resonator, I haven't been able to sense its presence for some time now. I can feel my resonance ability waning, and I get my power from the Sentinel. Lady Xinyi, I need to know where the Sentinel was last seen. I can only fix the temporal disruption within a confined radius. It's already pushing my limits to keep. Mount Firmament is in serious trouble, and we can't waste any more time. We need our Sentinel to stabilize the time flow.
The Sentinel was last seen flying towards Mianlun Chamber, where it would normally rest. The Fraxibus likely swarmed it soon after. But little did they know, we had a defense system in place, built with the help of the Court of Savante. It was reactivated as soon as our Sentinel made it back inside. This mechanism has allowed us to locate their troops, and we've already eliminated some of them outside the Mianlun Chamber. To get inside Mianlun Chamber, we have to find the cipher key in Truth Seeker's Pass and unseal it with the Keyforge.
Understood. I will go bring back the cipher key.
You are injured. Please, rest and leave it to me.
The Fraxidus will most likely attack this place once I leave. We must stay here and guard it. I implore you, Xinyi. Help me keep our people safe.
Yes, I will, Madam Magistrate.
Before I headed to Mount Firmament, the Fraxidus revealed a prophecy from our Sentinel. A fateful clash between the Sentinel and myself that would shape the fate of our city. I never intended to believe their baseless claims, but I was not surprised to hear it. The Sentinel had told me long ago that there would come a day when I surpass it in power. A day when the humans of Jinzhou take control of their own destiny. Once we save the Sentinel from danger, I intend to have a serious conversation with it about this prophecy.
And then she left.
There's still one thing that doesn't add up. How did the Fraxidus kidnap our Sentinel? The Mianlong Chamber was once renovated by the Court of Savante. Do you think their research could be involved somehow?
I'll look into what you said. But once we have the cipher key, the Mianlun Chamber will be left vulnerable to the Fraxidus' potential retaliation.
We must keep them at bay. Rover and I are headed to the Truth Seeker's
Ahora.
Pass to meet up with Jin Shi. We'll distract the Frexidus main forces, giving you an opportunity to stage your ambush.
And the locals will handle the rest. I will send some men to open up the side exit for you. Head south and keep walking a couple of minutes, and you will see the Truth Seekers pass downstream.
Thank you, Lady Xingyi. Please, leave it to us.
In this place she was born, and in this place she returns. Our Majesty.
Did Xingyi and Jinshi know each other?
Jinshi was chosen as a baby for her resonance ability and raised in City Hall to become the Sentinel's appointed resonator. All the government workers there helped care for and teach her at some point, including... She grew up with immense responsibilities, forced to suppress her true nature from a young age.
I assume this is the Truth Seeker's past Xingyi mentioned.
Yet, this should be another chronosorter. It should work in similar way. The entrance is built on that cliff. You will need to break the 3 photon vaults with... Nothing. I've never heard of any human civilization having the ability to manipulate time. Unless... the Sentinel... We need to focus on items with... Good. Did you see the tacitite fulminate on that cliff? Perhaps we can create an opening in this disk with an explosion.
I see. Are we going to aim the disk's opening at the photon vault in the middle?
Think you can catch up? Oh, what's that? I'm up and away.
It worked. The opening fits right onto the middle photon vault. Rover, now we can hit the 3 photon vaults simultaneously. The blockade has been lifted. Let's go in. Cherish every gain. Why are there tacit discords here? No. These monsters. They don't look like the evil tacit discords. These also look like the works of the court of skeleton. They create these simulated holograms to protect this place? Hopefully this helps. Keep it together. Shadow, follow! Down with the curtain! No hesitation. Leave it to me. Nowhere to hide. Blast him. Checkmate. Swift and resolute. Sound are fading.
Coming in hot.
That thing up ahead. Is it another mechanism? The glowing patterns on that gate. It's a flare craft. Yes. See how that mechanism we accidentally solved. Yes. We blood and scales here. They are running. There's no time to waste. Found it. Decades have passed, but those researchers' presence still lingers in this place. Where's the destination? Leave it to me. Keep it together.
Time for some hot action.
Tearing the pieces. My field of expertise. Zap string, Arctic. Found it. The Sentinel situation is worse than we thought. It all with one of the temporal program.
So, the Sentinel protected Hongjin with its power. But it couldn't return things back to normal?
According to their theories, the Sentinel's injury would worsen over time. So the Fraxidus just added a pinch of salt. There's nothing we can do. At least that's what it says in these records. Only the Mianlong chamber can provide temporary relief for the Sentinel, but it won't heal it completely. In the end, the Sentinel and a peculiar visitor who is immune to time disruptions would have to come up with a last resort. The Sentinel couldn't be fixed, so they decided to replicate its power onto a resonator through induced resonance. Their experiments resulted in the first chronosorter. No, a chronosorter can only rewind time within a narrow lane. We are getting closer and closer to the truth. 2 more flare stones left. Good. There's no time to waste. Where's the destination? Another chronosorter. The second flare stone should be behind this gate. Let's restore the collapsed gate with this chronosorter.
Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind. Hopefully this helps. 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 Hopefully this helps.
No me transformo. Espérate, ¿cómo me transformo?
Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
A ver cómo me transformo en...
Hopefully this helps.
No sé. Vale. ¿Cómo me transformo en...?
Let me be there for... Remnants of the past.
Look at that device on the floating
Vamos
slab.
aquí.
It could help us open the path to other places. Shall we give it a try? So it turns you into a clangbang. Please use the leap device to eject yourself and crash through that ice wall. Another chronosorter. Let's give it a try. The stone slates have formed a path. Now we can bring the tacitus fulminate across the water.
They can't catch up? They can't catch up?
This hidden area may allow us to reach that photon vault.
cómo lo hago?
Coming away. Let's give them hell. You will obey.
Hopefully this helps. One last flare stone to go. There's a carrier lift nearby. Perhaps the flare stone is on the floor beneath us. We should be able to find Jinshi soon. Is that so? So this file confirms that the chronosorters are artificial resonance objects. They activate when hit with a straw, and this also answers my previous question. No, it was nowhere near. Plus, according to the Court of Savante, which states the collision between two resonating frequencies. Yes, that fight has to happen to trigger a second resonance awakening for Jinshi. So countless chronosorters were made to collide with the Sentinel's frequency. One chronosorter has proved that a second awakening can. The research log mentioned that all chronosorters were working in an overdrive, similar to how human resonators experience overclocking happens when a resonator overexerts their ability. And this researcher who wrote this suggests that it might be the key. No, it's not. Exhausting oneself will only. In addition, I noticed another detail. The chronosorters required manual control. In the only incident of success, just as the chronosorter was about to break down, and the Sentinel successfully transferred some kind of energy to the chronosorter thanks to that order. Rover, do you have an idea? Jinshi. You. Don't worry. Rover is special. The temporal disruption can't hurt her.
But Cheng Li, you're...
Shh. I gave my word to be your pawn, and I intend to keep it. And let's not forget, without me playing the Wayfinder for Rover, we wouldn't even have her here. Rover has a strong connection to this place. You need her help to resolve Mount Firmament's crisis.
But we already owe Rover a lot.
As we headed toward Mount Firmament, Rover mentioned a strange dream she had. It may have been a flashback of her lost memories. Rover, 2A, and Mount Firmament. There must be some kind of crucial connection between the three.
I see. Rover, I will do everything I can to rescue the Sentinel as soon as possible. And we can finally talk to it in person.
What did you find in Truthseeker's past, Jinchi?
According to the Court of Savante's records, the Sentinel was already injured upon its arrival at Mech. As time passed and its condition worsened, the flow of time became unstable here. Only the Sentinel's appointed resonator can restore its temporal mandate. Their records indicate a solution. To reverse the rapid aging effect from temporal disruptions, I must deliberately collide with the Sentinel's resonance power during combat, triggering my second resonance awakening.
Let's say you can achieve all that. But Jinchi, do you understand what is at stake for yourself?
I understand. I share a resonance connection with Jue, but I never took the time to truly get to know it. Sentinel Jue has been guiding us since this. The temporal disruptions we face are just a side effect of it. Without the Sentinel blocking out tacit discords through its time manipulation power.
So what do you plan to do, Jinchi? If the Sentinel's condition is indeed incurable, nobody knows how far the temporals. Today it's Mount Firmament, but tomorrow it could be all of Jinzhou.
If it truly comes down to that, I'll fulfill Jue's prophecy myself. It's the only way to save Mount Firmament, protect Jinzhou, and help the Sentinel.
Have you thought about the consequences, Jinchi? Trying to trigger a second awakening by fighting the Sentinel. It could make you overclock at any moment. We both know what that means. You could lose your mind forever, or even disintegrate into dust. You don't want to end up like those chronosorters, shredded under immense pressure. On top of that, do you honestly believe you can fight in your current condition? I can see right through your facade, Jinchi. You're essentially committing suicide at this point.
You're one to talk, my teacher. I learn from the best. When have you ever backed down from risking your life for what you believe in?
Oh, I don't remember ever teaching you that. We all die eventually. Jinchi, you must live and inherit the Sentinel's power. Then you can save and protect these people for years to come. Jinchi, I don't intend to stop you. I know you've made up your mind. That's why I brought Rover here. You may have already guessed it. Rover is indeed the hero who fought by our Sentinel's side during Jinzhou's early days. She's also the mysterious visitor spoken of in tales about Mount Firmament. All evidence we've gathered points to this being true. If anyone can help us with the situation at Mount Firmament, It must be Rover.
Thank you, my teacher. Jingshi will keep your words in mind.
Lastly, we still don't know for sure how the Fraxidus is keeping our sentinel trapped. This will determine if you can actually... Yes, it could be any of these scenarios. Lady Xingyi is already on the case. We should get an answer soon. The cipher key should be inside this.
Voy a seguir un poco más.
Look, our last target, on those floating floor tiles. We need a way to restore them.
It's not working. We may need to follow a specific order. It's not working. We may need to follow a specific order. It's not working. We may need to follow a specific order. It's not working. We may need to follow a specific order. It's not working. We may need to follow a specific order. It's not working. We may need to follow a specific order. It's not working. We may need to follow a specific order.
Me parece que ahora.
It worked. The court of Savante set many traps here. It must have worked hard to protect Neon Dongji.
It's a trap. Watch out. Fast in style. Forgive me. Take 4. Step right around.
all 3 flare stones. Good. Let's head back to the entrance. We should be able to access the cipher key now.
Lucky me, lucky you.
Cipher key.
Rover, take good care of the cipher key. I'm leaving the rest to you and Gingy. Please don't forget, I am your wayfinder. I journeyed with you into the mountains to ensure. From this point onward, I will be counting on you both to go and confront the Sentinel. This is all I can do for you. I'm here to guide, not intervene. The path is your... Not to mention, the Fraxidus has been pestering us, knowing you'll need someone to keep them at bay. Yes, they've been constantly watching you, interested in your every move. They can never seem to take their eyes off of you. By all means, please, I have a more fitted... Oh, speak of the devils. How rude. This is not how we greet people here. Allow me to demonstrate the proper etiquette.
Emily. Those artificers are nothing to worry about. Don't worry. Chen Li has her plans. I don't believe we will run into more ambushes on the way.
Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
My heart is beating faster, and I can hear my blood rushing. This newfound strength is making me feel a bit restless. Oh, maybe I should... I'll take good care of you.
Madam Magistrate, she's back! I must go tell Lady Xinyi!
The Mianlun chamber is open now. You can proceed inside. Before you go, there's something important. Changli was right. They used the port of Cervantes' research to trap our sentinel in its resting chamber. They used the chronosorters. Our captured artificer revealed that the Fraxidus sent a death squad to invade Mount Firmament. They had a twofold plan. First, to place the chronosorter in the Mianlun chamber while it was still operational. And second, to lure the although their death squad was no match for the Sentinel, by forcing its hand, the powerful resonance ability of the Sentinel would clash. What if the Fraxidus modified those chronosorters? A whole bunch of them, pushed to their limits, all working to, but not even that was enough to take down the Sentinel. After the first hit, they set up modified flare crests in the Mianlun chamber to form a special force. It prevented the Sentinel from replenishing energy. And eventually...
So, we must free the Sentinel from that force field first.
It would be a task more complicated than it sounds. The people of Hongzhen have lived with the Sentinel for generations. We can usually tell if it's in good shape or not. But now, the Fraxidus want to capture the Sentinel. They won't just stop at Mount Firmament. Please tell us what you know.
Yes.
So the Sentinel is actually injured. And it's been getting worse. The Fraxidus attacked while it hasn't healed yet. Madam Magistrate, you've already laid out this plan so far. It's always a challenge to decipher the Sentinel's intentions. There were many theories about it in City Hall at the time. I couldn't but now that I reflect on it, perhaps the Sentinel saw in you. I just never thought.
It was here, on this very mountain, that I first encountered the Sentinel. Back then, I was too young to remember anything. Even the image of... At this time, as soon as I stood at the base of Mount Firmament, I felt a wave of recognition. Lady Xinyi, I was born with my life, but my duty as its appointed resonator. I'm following the heart of my younger self before I became Jinshi. The girl who used to laugh with pure joy as she felt the snow from Mount Firmament on her face. I'm a seed, born on Mount Firmament. It's time for me to take root and grow into something greater.
No matter what happens, or what choices you make, Mount Firmament has been stagnant for eternity. Perhaps a sudden crack of lightning is what we need. Once you pass through Hongzhen, keep your eyes open for a cave on the northern cliff. That will lead you to a shortcut towards Mianlun Chamber. The place is directly under Mount Firmament's iconic moon-shaped cliff. I wish you two the best of luck.
Buenecillo. Nos vemos en el próximo vídeo directo. Hasta luego. Adiós.